Welcome to Beauty and the Biz. Discover how to grow your practice with effective cosmetic patient attraction, conversion, and retention advice from author, speaker, trainer, and cosmetic practice business and marketing coach, Catherine Maley, MBA.
Hello and welcome to Beauty and the Biz, where we talk about the business and marketing side of plastic surgery. I'm your host, Catherine Maley, author of Your Aesthetic Practice, What Your Patients Are Saying, and consultant to plastic surgeons to get them more patients and more profits. Now, on today's episode, I have entitled it, The Wrong Hires Are Killing Your Practice. So when things are not going as well as you like, there is a tendency to focus on getting more patients, hoping that that's going to solve your problems. So you throw more money at advertising to attract new patients, expecting that to fix everything. But does it? From what I've seen, 9 out of 10 times you discover it is not the marketing holding you back, or your pricing, or the competition. It's the team you have in place. Now, there's a chance you have the right people, but they don't have the training to be revenue-producing rock stars. Or you have the wrong team member or members that are never going to step up to the plate and be where you need them to be for you to grow to the level you expect. Now, instead of addressing this personnel problem head on and dealing with it, it really is easier to just hope the problem resolves itself, so you ignore the warning signs because you're already too busy running your practice to open up this can of worms. But now the problem starts to fester when you ignore it. There's an increasing discourse with the other team members who start complaining about someone not pulling their weight. And you can feel the tension among the team members, and so can your patients. And important protocols not being followed that could jeopardize patient care. And your patients are complaining about the service they're getting or not getting, or worse, your accountant says the numbers are suspiciously off. So these are indicators that it's time for a staff change. Now, awareness is the first step. No matter how much you may like someone personally, if they're not a good fit, a change needs to happen. Now, once you acknowledge that, you can fix it. You can no longer ignore this issue. It's time to free that bad egg on your staff so they can work somewhere else where they're a better fit. You now have the opportunity to hire the revenue-generating rock star you've dreamed about but weren't sure how to identify until now. Staff salaries can consume 25 to 50% of your operating costs, so the goal is to get much more than that back in terms of productivity and results. A-level talent makes the difference between a practice just getting by and an exceptional practice that stands out from the others. So here are 3 ways to hire A players. Number 1, hire character backed by skill. Now this is huge. Instead of hiring people and spending a ton of time and effort training them to be hardworking, loyal, passionate, team player, and consistent, you hire people who are already hardworking, loyal, passionate, a team player, and consistent. Do you see the difference? A players come packaged with the right mindset, so you don't spend extra time and money motivating them. They're motivated already to show up and do the job to the best of their ability. Now, number 2, become what you want. Come up with a list of attributes you want in a hire. Examples include integrity, passion, discipline, self-starter, caring, results-oriented, process-driven, resourceful, pleasant demeanor, and so on. This is going to help you more clearly see those attributes in people who interview with you. But here's the tough part. You have to be those attributes you want. Be the role model A players can look up to, since you have set such a great example. A players want to work for an A player who challenges them and gives them opportunities to grow financially as well as mentally into a better person than they are now. And here's number 3. Use the rule of 3. Some people are very good interviewers, but they are underwhelmed once they're on the job, or you're underwhelmed with their performance once they're on the job. So for example, they bragged how good they are with technology and great with people, yet you find they struggle to open Excel and they end up being curt with your patients. Now, to avoid that, follow the rule of 3, and that is interview at least 3 different people for the job by 3 different people on your team at 3 different times of the day. Now, the A player will become obvious when you compare them to others, and the B and C players will show their true character with so many points of contact. This takes longer, but it saves you so much time and money down the road, so it's well worth the process. And then number 4, pay for A players. Just like you tell price shopping patients they get what they pay for, you can use the same mindset here. When you pay extra for A players, you know this is money well spent because these top producers end up being free since they're consistent. These quality team players always outproduce their salary, and they bring you opportunities to grow with less stress, liability, and hassle. But don't overpay on the hire. Let them prove themselves first. I recommend you pay just a little bit more than your competitors and then offer benefits as well as add on other perks to make it even more attractive, such as flexible or virtual work time, personal time off, free training, free or discounted non-surgical treatments, employee discounts on skincare products, monthly fun staff events, and maybe an annual bonus paid on productivity, and so on. So here's the point. If you're struggling to find great people to join your team, please reconsider your process for finding them, what you're looking for, and how you pay them. And I'll close this with a quote from Jack Welch, voted one of the best CEOs of our time who ran General Electric, and this is what he said: "Business is a game, and as with all games, the team that puts the best people on the field and gets them playing together wins. It's that simple." I wish it was that simple. If you need help with that, though, please let me know. So that ends it for me today. And please do me a favor and subscribe and review Beauty and the Biz. And of course, please feel free to share this with your colleagues and staff, especially the good A players. And if you've got any feedback or questions for me, feel free to leave me a message on my website at katherinemaley.com. Or you can certainly DM me on Instagram at katherinemaley.mba. Thanks so much, and we'll talk again soon.
We hope you found valuable insight on this episode of Beauty and the Biz. For more episodes, tools, and Katherine's free book, visit www.katherinemaley.com. That's www.katherinemaley.com. And be sure to subscribe to get the latest practice building strategies delivered to you. And don't forget to share this Beauty and the Biz podcast with your staff and colleagues.